up, everybody? My name is Grace Battle, aka Battle Fitness PDX, and today I'm bringing you a live core and glute workout. So, before we get started, we've got 11 moves today. Each move is going to be about 30 seconds to a minute, and I'll cue you throughout the entire time. Let's get started on a warm-up. We're going to start on our backs. So, bring your feet out wide. Your palms are going to be out with your arms are going to be out with your palms up. Feet are out wide. And you're just going to start gently dropping your knees side to side. This is going to shake out our lower back, start warming up our lower body, getting it ready, preparing it for the demand that we will be doing today. So excited to be live today. I love being live. It's a very interesting thing. I try to make posts about when I'm going live. Today I did not, but you can always go back and push play and go from there. It will always be on my front page on Facebook. I added a couple links today, one to my Instagram and one to all of my Beachbody products. Yeah, so excited. And from here, we're going feet hip distance apart, and you're just gonna tip your pelvis forward and backwards. So you're gonna push your lower back into the floor and away from the floor. Your arms are still out wide and your palms are still facing up. What we did there is we broke our lower body down horizontally and we're realigning it vertically. We're gonna get nice and sweaty today, I hope. Everybody could use a core and glute workout because those are the two strongest parts that are holding your body up. Okay, you're gonna straighten out your right leg. I'm gonna make sure I'm all the way on the mat. Straighten out your right leg, left knee is bent, your arms are still out. You're gonna lift your leg all the way up and back down. Good. Your toes are flexed towards your shin. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in your hamstring. I know mine are tight. My hamstrings are always tight. As much as I emphasize stretching, mine are still tight. I do all the work and it's just still, maybe I just work out too much. I don't know. We've got two more and last one. Okay, you're gonna bend that right leg, straighten out your left leg and drive that same motion up towards the ceiling. Again, your toes are flexed. Your core is tight, you're pushing your lower back into the floor, trying to stabilize your body. Happy Monday, you guys. Yesterday was a full moon. I think we're still in it. I know it's like a 24-hour thing, total lunar eclipse. How are y'all feeling from that? I was so tired yesterday. We got two more, and last one. Good. From here, you're gonna drop your knees out into a frog position, bottoms of your feet come together, and you're just gonna let them stay there. Get a nice hip opener. From here, you're gonna press and release your elbows into the floor. Doing good, guys. We're gonna start activating our upper thoracic region and our shoulders because everything needs to be warmed up. I see all too often people skip warming up, even in professional videos. It's kind of sad. So before we get started, I always like a nice warm up. And a couple more presses. I'm just pressing and releasing my elbows into the ground. You can see my shoulders kind of twitching. And next movement, your knuckles are on your temples. You're driving your elbows together and apart. I'm already starting to feel warm. How are y'all feeling? Now, I can't see anybody's comments, obviously. It's not like go live and I'm right next to the computer. So I'll have to check everybody out later. And we've got two more here. Next move, you're interlacing your fingers. Your arms are locked out. We're driving our arms overhead and back down. Yeah, so any comments you have, questions, comments, concerns, I'm here to answer them. I'll tend to them when I'm done. You can always message me through Facebook as well. But yeah, let me know what you need. And we've got last one. Okay, we're gonna slowly bring our legs up. We're coming into our hand and knee position. We're gonna get started with our routine here. Everybody should feel nice and warm. I know I do. And like I said, I'm an avid warm-upper. So you guys are gonna come onto your hands and knees. Your hands are gonna be underneath your shoulders. Your knees are gonna be underneath your hips. I wanna make sure I'm centralized in this mat. And from here, we're gonna go hand, leg, opposite reach. Okay, so you're gonna extend one hand out and then drop it down. One hand out. So with this, you're really finding length through your fingertips. like somebody's pulling you forward, and that imagine as if there's a string in your back heel. So notice how my toes are flexed towards the ground. They're not pointing. It's like somebody's pulling a string through your heel and your fingertips, really trying to find that length. Okay? We've got several more of these. Good. And you guys should feel really good from this right now. Squeezing your core tight, stabilizing your body. We've got one more on each side. And last one. So from here, you're going to keep your hands underneath your shoulders. The next move, I'm going to scoot up a little bit. Just want to make sure I'm all the way in the camera. You're going to straighten out your leg. Okay, so my left knee is bent. You straighten out your right leg. This time you are going to point your toe. You're going to cross it over your left leg and then extend it as far out as possible. I'm actually going to face you guys. So my hands are like this, underneath my shoulders. My right leg is pointed out. I'm lifting it up, squeezing my glutes, crossing it across my body, and then tapping it on that side. Okay, so we're going to be here for 30 seconds. Let's go. Each time you're lifting up and pumping it back down, you should squeeze your glutes. That left leg should be stabilizing. You're probably feeling it in that left glute as well. The key here is to not let yourself tip. Really squeezing your core and stabilizing that left leg that's holding us down in order to get maximum results. And that was the last one. Other side. Straighten out that left leg, pointing the toe, crossing it over my right leg, and bouncing it back up. I hope this is a great position that you guys can see me in. I figured it's the easiest way that you guys can see what motion my leg is doing. You are going to be glancing about a foot in front of you. Your head should not be tucked. You want a natural length in your spine. Oh yeah, feel that in your glutes. Today is all about core and glutes. And you won't be disappointed. Beautiful. And last one right here. Okay, drop it on down. We're gonna stay in this hands and knee position. Let me fix my shorts. We're gonna stay on our wrists. Hands underneath your shoulders. And this time we're going into the opposite arm reach. But this time we're gonna reach and we're gonna tuck and hold for five seconds. Okay? So same thing, but we're just squeezing and holding. So let's go. We're gonna reach out and we're gonna squeeze in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got 3 more. We're gonna do 5 on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna really feel that in your hip flexor. So on that right leg where we're squeezing, and extend out. Last one on this side. And extend out and drop it down. Other side, 5 of them. I will do a whole video on your hip flexors. So we're reaching out and we're squeezing in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And reaching out again. Our hip flexors. Oh man, our hip flexors. I could have a whole thing on hip flexors. And we're on the 3rd one here. 3, 2, 1. If you have tight hip flexors, you probably have tight hips. Possible, it's just created all the imbalances in your knees and ankles. And last one. Beautiful job. All right. My mat's sticking to me because I'm already sweating. I don't know what's going on here. So from here, we're coming down onto our forearms. We're going into a plank position. I will show you and then we'll get started. We're going to be just tapping our knees. All right, so we're going to be here for 45 seconds. You can do this. If you need to take a break, drop your knees to the floor and then come back up. The key here is to keep your body straight. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. 45 seconds starts now. I'm doing alternating knee taps. I'm keeping my booty as close and as straight to the ground as possible. Beautiful. My core is engaged. All my words like to blend together. Everything is stabilized. I'm feeling this in my shoulders because that's what's stabilizing my body. But my core is feeling it too. You guys are looking good. Keep holding it. We've got 10 seconds. come on down. Beautiful. Okay, we're coming on our backs. Are y'all sweating? Because I am. This is gonna be a relatively quick workout, but efficient. You know, they say you can get a lot done in a little bit of time. So you're coming onto your back and your feet are out wide. Making sure that your toes are pointed forward. A lot of the times, depending on where our muscular imbalances are, our feet love to go where it's comfortable. That doesn't mean it's in the right position. So just check out your feet, make sure they're pointed forward, step your feet back as far as possible. You don't want to be up here. I'm going to show you the move and then we'll get started. So we're going up into a hip lift and tapping down. All right, so we're going to be here for 30 and then we're going to bring it up and just hold it for another 30. You guys ready? My hands are out wide, my palms are soft, my upper body is relaxed. Let's get started. 3, 2, and 1. We're going up and down. So each time we're lifting up, and as a matter of fact, the entire time, you really want to engage your glutes. You want to squeeze them on the way up and on the way down. Even though it seems awkward, you really want to avoid bringing your chin into your chest. Your nose should be up towards the ceiling as we're driving our hips up and down. This is a good booty burner. And it's putting emphasis on our gluteus medius, which is the outer part of our glutes. If you don't feel it, I do. But you should be feeling it a lot more on the outside because our legs are out wide. We've got 5 seconds and then we're going to hold it for 30, guys. And last one right here, we're up and we're holding. Everything is in, I can't talk. Everything is engaged. Everything is squeezed. This is great, great, great for your booty and your body. Everything should feel good right now. Again, my chin is avoiding being squeezed into my chest. We have got 5 seconds, guys. Doing good, looking good. 2, and bring it on down. Okay, before we get into our next move, let's shake it out. Let's start with that warm-up move. I'm a huge believer of shaking things out, kind of resetting our body, doing the opposite of what we just did. This will give us a nice stretch in that all of our leg part. Beautiful job. All right, guys, next move. I'll show it and then we'll get going. So I'm going to come up onto my forearms. We're going to bring the legs up. Our toes are pointed. We're going into lateral big flutter kicks, okay? We're going to be here for a whole minute. If you need to drop your feet down, take a break, come back up. The lower your feet are, the lower your legs are, the harder your core will be engaging. Are you guys ready? In 3, 2, and 1. An entire minute here, guys. I challenge you over the next minute to drop them, even if it's a centimeter lower. Really engage that core, avoiding our shoulders into our neck, really extending that head away. Our core is squeezed. You can hear my shaky voice already. All the core workouts make me shake so much. Oh my gosh. We're here. Keep going. Everyone's looking good. Oh yeah. You can feel it on that outer part of the leg. So good. This is also great for our inner thighs. This is working our adductors, which are the inner thigh muscles. Woo, yeah. You can see my knees starting to bend. Let's drop it for the last 10, 6, 4, 3, 2, and drop it on down. How does that feel? Woo! All right, we're moving forward. We're going through this. Next move. You are bringing, I'm going to put my hands, I'm going to make a triangle and put them underneath my lower back. Some people don't need this, but I do. So I'm going to show you this. You're going to be underneath my back. You're going to bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle. We're reaching out and tapping our toe. Reaching out, alternating which leg. Our toes are pointed. They're not flexed. And we will be here for a minute. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Now having my hands underneath my lower back, is just gonna help. I mean, because we're here for a minute. You know, ideally you want to just keep your abdominals tight and push them into the ground. Now I know I could do it, but typically about 30 seconds in, you know, it could be an imbalance in my body, but my lower back starts to feel it, and we really want to protect our lower back. You guys are looking good. How's the core feeling? Feeling on fire? Everything feels great to me. I'm definitely sweating. Now, some people have come to me, and I'm actually experiencing this right now. Sometimes my hip likes to pop. You know, it kind of freaks people out. I think I'm just used to it. It doesn't happen as much anymore as I've built more muscular stability and gotten rid of my imbalances. And we've got 3 more, but there's nothing to fear. Your body's just trying to straighten itself out and get stronger where it needs to go. And last one. Beautiful. We're going to drop side to side, twisting our legs, dropping our knees, feet out wide, shaking out our lower back, stretching out our hip flexor. Like I said, I'm kind of obsessed with my hip flexors, our hip flexors, just hip flexors in general. So I will definitely put it on the list of live videos to do, because I really want to talk about what the hip flexors do, why they're important to stretch out, why they're important to strengthen. The whole thing to it. So stay tuned. All right, guys, next move. I'm going to show you, and then we're going. My arms are out wide, so I'm not pushing into the floor to stabilize my upper body. Again, our bodies love to adapt to make it easier, and that would be a fine example of it doing it. Our knees are together, up at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to drop our knees to the side, squeeze our core to bring it back, and we're going to go to the other side. Sound good? If you need to, no, I'm not even going to suggest that. Keep your palms up. Avoid the push. We're going to be here for a minute. Toes are flexed towards my shin. In 3, 2, 1, we're dropping side, and we're squeezing to bring it back up. This is going to really attack your abdominals, your obliques. Now, the back of my hand is definitely slightly pressing. That is okay. You really want to try to lift your arms so they don't make it easier, right? This is your core, so the better and the more that you push to make it harder on yourself in a very healthy way, not in an unsafe way, the more benefits you'll reap, right? So the more you do now, the better you'll feel later. Obviously, our body wants to make it easier, and our body is extremely smart. Our body loves to adapt to make things easier. I mean, who doesn't? That goes for anything in life, really. And that concludes that move. On to the next. We are going up back onto our forearms, okay? And the move here is, my hands will be facing down on this one. The move here is you're going to bring your knees into your chest and straighten your legs out. My toes are flexed during this time, so they're flexed towards my shin. I think we're still good. I can't tell. Well, I'm just going to keep filming. Sorry, guys. My alarm went off. It says, don't forget to pick up your kid from school. So your hands are back like this. We have got 2 more moves, and we are through. 3 more moves. So we're going up, our feet are flexed, and we're extending them out. All right, I think that turned off the light. Hopefully everything's cool. I'm just gonna keep going. I can't check because my phone's on a holder. So for 30 seconds, starting now, we're extending our legs out and up. The higher your legs go up, the easier that this will make it. I am challenging myself today to keep them low. You can hear my shaky voice again. This is really working your core. You guys have done so good. Such a good job today. Oh, I love working out. I hope you guys are still with me. I need to get a screen so I can see comments. Beautiful. 3 more seconds. 2. We'll fit 1 more in. And 1. Okay, last 2 moves. We're going into a side plank hold. So you are on your forearm again. Your feet are stacked. You can modify it by bringing your knee down and just holding it right here. But your feet are stacked, and we're gonna be lifting up and holding for 30 seconds on each side. You guys ready? 3, 2, and 1. Good. I kind of put your arm wherever. It's kind of like one of those things like, where do I put my hands? I'm like an awkward, I move my hands a lot. And I've just accepted that it's okay. So they can come down, they can be anywhere. We have got about 5 seconds on this side. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Other side, and then we'll have one more move. All right, you guys ready? You know what to do. Feet are stacked or your knees bent and on the floor for a modified position. We're lifting up. We've got 30 seconds. Everything's so well, so excited. Quick 25-minute workout is what it's looking to be. Perfect to get your Monday started. I mean, can't complain. I love waking up like tomorrow, the next day, and just feeling it feels so good. You know, some people like to get where they're like, I can't even sit down on the toilet without hurting. That's too much. And 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Last move of the day, you guys. You can choose to come onto your hands or onto your forearms, whichever you prefer. Your modified position for this plank, we're going to be doing a plank hold for a minute to finalize today. I'm coming up onto my hands, and we're pushing up. Modified, you just stay on your knees or drop them down. We're going here for 1 minute to finish out this core and glute workout today. You guys got this. Challenge yourself. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, and 1. Push up. Now my hands are underneath my shoulders. My feet are hip distance apart. Everything is elongated. I'm looking about a foot in front of my hands. And as you can see, that makes it to where I have a nice vertical, straight position of my spine. If I'm looking like this, you're not getting that max benefit. You want to train your body to be in the most balanced position as possible. I keep talking about muscular imbalances. Well, this contributes to making it balanced. You guys are good. You hear my shaky voice? We got 20 seconds, guys. If you need to drop down to your knees, please do so, but then push right back up. This is great. This is the cherry on top. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it on down. Woo! Let's get going for cool down. Nice job. I'm sweaty. This is gonna make my Monday so much better. When I don't work out, bring your feet out wide. This is one of my favorite moves. Dropping your knees side to side. Squeeze your glutes on each twist. My hands are up, nice and high. We're gonna shake it out. As much as warm up is important, cool down is just as important. Not just because you want to slowly drop your heart rate. That's a whole nother benefit of this. You don't want to just go from, you know, your heart rate being 150 beats per minute down to below 100 like that. You want to really slowly do it. It's a lot healthier. And last one. Okay, you guys are going to lay on your side. Fix my shorts. Lay on your side. Position your arm however it's comfortable. You're going to reach back and grab that foot. This is a beautiful hip flexor stretch. Quad stretch. We're stretching everything out. Obviously, all of that reaches up and is attached to your core. You may even feel it in your core, depending on what muscles need it the most and which ones were fatigue the most. Beautiful. This move, the twist that I just did with this combined, fantastico. How are y'all feeling? I can't wait to look at your comments. My goal is to try and go live at least once a week. I mean, I record my workout stuff every day, as you guys can see on my Facebook Reels. I try and put snips of different workout routines just because that's like the trending thing to do, and it's a lot easier than somebody having to watch my entire live. But I do love this in front of the camera, full workouts. Okay, other side. Same thing, but on the other leg. Stretching it. I'm coming down, exposing everything. Everything's everywhere. I'm shaking, I'm tired. It's gonna be a great Monday. Stretch your hip flexor out. So good. If you guys have any requests for specific workouts, this was just the first request. Well, not just the first, excuse me. This was one of the top requests, was core strength. And let me tell you, over the years, I've studied exercise science. That's what my degree is in. They always said that your core is the primary stabilizer and needs to be the strongest. I don't disagree, but what we have found is that your glutes are right there next to that as far as being the top thing to keep strong. And we're gonna come out of this. So, doing a video that strengthens both of them makes me, my exercise science nerd in me, very happy. We're gonna hinge at the hips and we're gonna stretch out our hamstrings. Beautiful. So good. We're gonna reach to your right leg. You're gonna feel it right nice in this IT band right here, which is another video I wanna do. Tight hip flexors usually are tight IT band. It's our whole body, it's amazing. Everything's a domino effect. One thing's wrong and everything else hurts. But if you can get it to where you work out balanced, and not just doing one thing, you know, everybody works on push-pull, but we move in so many other directions. And we're bringing it down and slowly back up. Beautiful. Last move to cool us down. Interlace your fingers behind your back, and you're driving your shoulders or your hands away from your glutes and back. This is a great way to open up your chest. If you drive a lot, if you're at the office a lot, this move right here is like butter. And 3, 2, 1. I hope you guys liked what you saw today. This was awesome. Like I said, my goal is to be here live once a week. I'll be trying to post so you guys can have like a little bit more of a heads up. Otherwise, namaste. I'll see you on the other side. I'm gonna check